This is probably going to be one of my longest videos. Just so you guys know, if you have time, it's fine. If not, subscribe to my channel and move on. Save it for later. That's completely fine. I am on my way to my other job. I'm going to do this as safely as possible, so I'm not going to be looking at the screen too much. Bear with me. I want to talk about meal prep. This is one of the biggest topics, and I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a grocery store trip video to teach you how to shop. I'm going to be teaching you in a video coming soon about nutrition labels, so you recognize what to look for on a nutrition label. But right now I'm going to go over how to start meal prep. Everyone gets overwhelmed. They go to the grocery store with a list, and everything on that list is nothing that's going to help you whatsoever with your goals. Or you have too much stuff on that list and you don't know what to do with it. So here's how I start. I start with one day, Monday. I figure out a carb, a fat, and a protein for breakfast, a carb, a fat, protein for lunch, carb, fat, protein for dinner. I figure out a protein source and a fruit or a vegetable in between. And, you want to make sure you get a salad and some greens in there somewhere as well. So I plan out one day, and then I figure out how much I need to get to make those meals for the week. I'm pretty plain. I stick with grilled chicken, I stick with oatmeal, I stick with either brown rice, or I'll do quinoa, or I'll do sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are my huge go-to. I love sweet potatoes. So for my carbs, I've got the same 3 or 4 items. For my protein, it's usually, as I said, grilled chicken, ground turkey, Greek yogurt, string cheese, eggs. Eggs are a staple of most of my meals. If I'm in a rush, I can just make hard-boiled eggs. Fruits, apples, bananas, oranges, and berries. Those are my go-to. Summertime, I like watermelon. Watermelon's delicious. Who doesn't like watermelon? And then, sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So then I move on to the vegetables, like actual veggies. Peas and corn count as a starch. So not everybody, most people say, all right, I have peas and corn with dinner with the potatoes. So now you've gotten 3 starches. You need some actual, good nutrient-rich vegetables, which could come from asparagus, peppers, if you don't have inflammation. You know what vegetables are. Just avoid peas and corn for a vegetable source. Count them as a starch. So vegetables, you need to get in there. Fruits are good. Dairy, outside of the Greek yogurt and the string cheese, dairy typically counts as a fat if it's full fat. If you're using normal milk, I do not, you can count it as a half of a protein because it has 8 grams of protein per cup of skim milk. Now, that's fine if you want to do that. If you use full fat milk, count it as a fat. If you want cheese, go for the aged cheese. I don't know what kinds of cheese there are, just the good stuff. The stuff that looks like it's basically been rotting on a shelf. That's the stuff that has good probiotics to it, good bacteria that helps your gut digest. Now, in this process of making a list, do not freak out. This is not a diet. I don't believe in diets. Diets don't work. This is lifestyle. So you're feeding your body, you're fueling your body throughout the day to make sure that you sustain that energy. I don't want you to look at this as, all right, I'm going to start on Monday. Life does not work that way. We created weeks. You can start on any day to make better choices for yourself, and you don't have to jump all in. You don't have to increase your hydration, start your eating plan, and then work out obsessively 5 days a week all at once. Not necessary. So going into meal prep is not overwhelming yourself. You don't have to think of it as a chore. Think of it as making your life easier because, when you're rushing around, you're already going to have your food prepped, especially if you have kids. I love when I wake up late and I don't have to do anything for them other than put food on the table and pack their bag. They're good to go. Their food is ready. I do it out of convenience. If you want a less stressful day, prep your food one day a week for the entire week. I typically only prep for Monday through Friday because weekends, are up and down. I'm usually on the go and I'll take my kids somewhere. I still eat at restaurants. I still go somewhere fun. I just choose better options. I don't deprive myself, nor will I deprive you guys. So meal prep for the week, is more about planning ahead, learning what foods will be proportional for each meal, and making the decision to cut out all the junk and the processed food. Now, as far as your embellish night goes, your cheat night, I love Halo Top ice cream because it's high in protein, it's low in fat, it's fairly low in carbs, and you can get one that's only 240 calories. That's nothing. If you can't have dairy, that's fine. Choose, your favorite snack. Try to avoid hydrogenated oils, if you will. Avoid red dye 40. It's not good for your brain. Avoid MSG. All these things, you may just want to toss it out the window and have a Reese's cup here and there. That's fine too. Your one night a week, which I typically choose Wednesdays because it's midweek, it gets me through the week, you are able to have that without any guilt. But make sure you're eating clean the rest of the time. It's called clean eating. It's not dieting. You're not depriving yourself. You're not starving. You're eating all day long. So meal prep, go to the dollar store. They have microwavable safe plastic. Either way, I choose not to microwave plastic as much as possible. I will at work if I have to. But you can get Tupperware for dirt cheap at the dollar store. It is my favorite place to go. The dollar store, I literally get most of my staple items from the dollar store. Get a ton of Tupperware. Plan for probably about 5 Tupperware a day, and then stack them neatly in your fridge. I don't know about you. I love when my fridge is clean. I love when it's filled with containers and nice and organized. That may be a little OCD, but it makes me feel good knowing that I have food in my fridge. By the end of the week, it gets a little barren, but that's okay because that means that you are prepped for the week and you don't have rotting food. You have food that's ready to eat, good to go in a container, and it's balanced. Going to the grocery store hungry is the worst thing you can do. And it's not because people are going through saying, oh, I want junk. It's because your body is not making good choices because your blood sugar is low. So typically, you're not looking for junk. You're looking for sugar because your sugar is low. Now, you can fulfill that feeling, that hangry feeling, while you're at the grocery store by grabbing a banana, and most people would probably pay for it ahead of time. I typically eat the banana, save the peel, and then tell them I ate a banana. Or you can get a bushel of apples because they don't go by the pound and you're not gypping the store. So, no, I'm not shoplifting, by the way. Don't start with me. But just a piece of fruit will help you get through that grocery store trip without piling on the chocolate and the junk food in your cart. For kids' snacks, meal prep is a little bit more tricky. What I try to do for my kids for snacks, my oldest son is able to eat gluten. I choose to give him healthier versions of prepackaged snacks because he is so picky. That does not mean I necessarily agree with them. It just means that he does not eat other foods, and it's gotten to a point to where he gets too skinny if I don't give him something. So I look for snacks that are hydrogenated oil-free, so trans fat-free. I make sure that they typically don't have gluten. Some of them will because he has no issues with it. And I make sure they use real food sources. That does not mean that sprayable cheese crap that they put between crackers. Off-brand stuff does not necessarily mean it's worse. I get off-brand things from Aldi's all the time that are healthier than most name brand because they're just not paying for packaging. And they have a smaller facility, so they're able to clean it better. I prefer off-brand food. I don't know about you, but I'm here to save a penny as well as eat good. So I try to save money where I can too, as well as eat yummy. I think I just repeated myself. It's been a long day so far. So, meal prep videos to expect. You're going to expect a grocery store trip. You're going to expect a nutrition label trip or explanation. I'm also going to be posting me actually cooking my food with my list. That's going to be probably a couple days from now. I can't do that yet today or tomorrow. I'm too slammed. But I'm also going to need a little assistance with someone to hold the phone for me. I was just made aware that they make a little hook for your phone. These are things I don't know because I'm just having fun with this. So apparently I can hook it and then talk, and you guys can see me, which may be more convenient. We'll see if I can work it out. But those are videos to expect. Subscribe to my channel, please. Keep updated. If you're starting the meal prep this weekend for next week, leave me a message. Leave me your email address. I can contact you with steps to go to. I'm considering starting an option to have recipes available to you. It'll be $2 for 10 recipes. So you'll be able to bulk up on some recipes for the week. So basically it'll be recipe prep for you. So every time you want a new bulk of recipes, it'll be $2. I haven't figured out how to set that up yet, but I have some awesome recipes for you that are super easy in the crock pot for fall time. So if you're interested, comment below. If you want to email me, my email is butterfliesindecember@yahoo.com. Don't make fun of me, don't judge me. I will talk to you guys all soon. I hope you all have a fantastic day. It's almost Friday. Get work done. Bye.